Yes, this is allegedly Biden shaking hands with Gage Grosskreutz at an event this week. Gage, of course, is also famous for several episodes of drunk driving, committing perjury on the stand at trial, illegally possessing a firearm, and of course, pointing that firearm at an innocent person, Kyle Rittenhouse.
This is what you get when you mess with us.
We found out some things about Twitter, and one of the things they do is shadow ban people. So they make it so that your content, whatever you put out, has less impact. It has less engagement. They limit your ability to express yourself. They ban accounts, and they ban accounts if the account says something that they don't agree with. If the account says something that violates what they believe. Mm-hmm. And this is where we find ourselves with Elon Musk about to buy Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Apparently it's going down.
Oh,
shit!
What?
Oh, shit!
The press release has been announced.
Elon Musk just bought Twitter. Elon Musk agrees to buy Twitter in a $44 billion deal. We got a movie star cut type of a superhero. It's like a movie. Like if you had a movie and there was a guy who was like a hero in the movie who happened to be a billionaire, does wild shit. Donald Trump says, I'm not going back to Twitter even with Elon Musk taking over. Donald, reconsider.
Special counsel John Durham says Clinton lawyers' dirt on Trump's relationship with Russia is not, quote, technically plausible and is, quote, user-created. Durham wrote in Friday's court filing, the CIA concluded in early 2017 that the Russian Bank 1 data and Russian phone provider 1 data was not technically plausible and not machine/tool generated. They fabricated the evidence to create this illusion that Trump Tower had a server that was in communication with the Kremlin's Alpha Bank. The end result was to frame Donald Trump of one of the worst crimes you could imagine, considering punishment for treason. Things continue to go from bad to worse for Hillary Clinton. I have to admit, John Durham continues to beat expectations. I mean, we didn't have too many expectations for this guy to begin with. People like Hillary Clinton historically have never faced accountability for their actions.
This is what you get. This is what you get.
I'm here to bring awareness to the emails that had surfaced earlier this month. The one I find most disturbing of all is of a third grade teacher trying to talk about sex with 8-year-old students. This wasn't just any sexuality class. This was specifically designed 3 days a week. She taught LGBTQ curriculum in her class. And when a parent showed their concern, what does this teacher do? Completely disregards and goes behind the parent's back trying to find ways of how to continue these lesson plans? I'm sorry, are we doing Bible studies in classrooms? No, we're not, right? So why is this a certain agenda being pushed into the classroom? If we don't take a stand and we don't share our voice, they're just gonna sweep this under the rug.
This is what you get when you mess with us.
Joining me right now is Kentucky Congressman James Comer. He's the ranking member of the House Oversight Committee.
We're trying to find out exactly what level of involvement President Biden had with Hunter.
Connect the dots for us.
President Biden has long claimed he had no knowledge of Hunter's business dealings, but what we've learned in the past week really contradicts that. First of all, we found that Hunter Biden's business partner has been to the White House multiple times, as you mentioned. But even more troubling, we learned that his business partner had access to President Biden's checking account. We have an email that indicates that the partner emailed Hunter Biden saying, since your dad owes you money, I'm going to take his Delaware state tax refund and deposit it into his account and turn around and write you a check.
When Elon Musk first announced that he was buying Twitter, it was pretty obvious the Democratic Party would soon become unhinged. Joe Biden cannot continue to control this country if you have free access to information. So the best he can do is lie to you and demand that you believe it. But to do that, he needs to make certain that nobody else can talk. How is Biden going to pull that off? It's not easy. Well, one option would be to get men with guns to tell you to shut up. So today, to herald the coming of the new Soviet America, the administration announced its own Ministry of Truth. This will be called the Disinformation Governance Board. Laugh if you want, but just to show you they're not kidding around here, this board is not part of the State Department or any other agency focused on foreign threats from abroad. No. The Disinformation Governance Board is part of the Department of Homeland Security. DHS is a law enforcement agency designed to police the United States, and that, by the way, has a famously large stockpile of ammunition. Here's DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas.
We have so many different efforts underway to equip local communities to identify individuals who very well could be descending into violence by reason of ideologies of hate, false narratives, disinformation, and misinformation propagated on social media and other platforms.
So one of our biggest law enforcement agencies has men with guns around the country to stop disinformation and false narratives. Those aren't even lies. They're just deviations from the approved script. DHS is using law enforcement powers to identify and punish people who think the wrong things. Joe Biden's partisan political enemies are now officially enemies of the state.